Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's featured guest is Leona Lewis and she's going to cover the famous Roberta Flack song, The First Time. Sometimes people elaborate and say the first time I ever saw your face, which the title says there. I remember Leona very, very well in 2006, winning the third series of The X Factor and progressing to sign a 5-album deal and progressing again to do very, very well. And we recently saw her creep back with Callum Scott and do a duet. And everybody was like, where has she been? Her voice is so spectacular. I felt in this particular song, and I have seen it before, and it's coming to Christmas, and I'm choosing one of my favorite all-time videos on YouTube, and this is one of them. I said, I've got to play this to an audience that maybe have forgotten about Leona or have heard of her but not have heard her voice, because there are so many changes within the musical and platform levels, like social media now coming into play when it comes to the musical world, that maybe a lot of the younger people just haven't heard of her. And I get a very young audience on my channel. So Leona Lewis is one of those people I want us to remember, to savor. Coming to an end for me personally on the channel, a very successful year. I have sat back and I have thought long and hard what I'm going to play over the Christmas period. And I hate to play traditional Christmas songs. I prefer to play songs that put you in the Christmas mood and you can listen to again into the new year. And this is one of those occasions where an artist can sing a song that you can pick up any time of the year and just be so grateful to have heard the words of a song that was written by a woman, Roberta, that was so prolific in her own career that I thought this is one of the ones I'm going to play. So let's sit back. I've got the lyrics in front of me. There is a description of Leona as always and updates as to what's going on. But before I begin, I'm going to put an end to the myth that Simon Cowell and Leona, since she left Sony, have just fallen apart with their relationship. They don't really speak and that's it. Simon has a tendency when it comes to people like Leona Lewis to hold on, and not hold on for the wrong reasons, for the right reasons. He was a friend to her, a mentor. She knew that. Her career was so successful in America and still is. Every time she comes out with something, it's up there, it's being played. People still remember her and want to play her music. The regularity is because she's doing a lot more. The regularity of her music career has been interrupted because she's been doing also regular spots as a judge. She's also been involved with acting. So she's become a round figure in the arts of having many strings to her bow now. She's really, really developed as a person. And when it comes to Simon and herself, they're still great friends. He even bought a property of Leona. So there you go. She's currently living in her current property and she sold her previous one to Simon Cowell, just to put an end to all the talk about a rift between them. There certainly can't be a rift if he paid 3.9 million to Leona for her previous place where she was living. I can only say I'm delighted to hear that. We all still love you, Leona. I'm looking forward to this, so I'm going to be quiet. And coming to Christmas in 2021, to all of you, happy Christmas, who are listening to this. I just couldn't think of a better song to play. Why? Take a listen.
I'm so excited to be here, sharing the stage with such amazing artists and performing for such wonderful people and a wonderful cause. So this next song was originally sang by a true diva. Her name was Roberta Flack, and this song is called The First Time.
Ever I saw
And the first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move in my hands, like a trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love. And the first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our child would fill the earth at last, at last, at last, till the end of time. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face, your Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
And that, everybody, is the wonderful Leona Lewis. We'll just go back so not to distract for the host. I still am overwhelmed with the vocal range, the wonderful nature of how beautifully delivered she does all her songs. Whether it's Up and Poppy, whether it's a bit of jazz, whether it's a classic like Roberta Flack's, Leona's voice is so individually distinctive that some people say, oh, she's very like Mariah Carey. And I always dismiss that. I say, no, Mariah is Mariah and Leona is Leona. Just because they can hit high octaves. And it's wrong, because Leona throws in the oohs and the ahs, and it's distinctly her, and she trademarks every song she sings. A beautiful performance. I loved it. And what a wonderful, exciting evening for all that audience there pre-pandemic times, in the days when you didn't wear masks, you went along and everybody was out for a great night, and they saw all the top divas. Who wouldn't be happy? I mean, you'd be like, whoa, wow. So let's get into the lyrics, because a lot of people don't analyze famous song lyrics, and I'd like to. The first time I saw your face, it starts, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the empty skies. I think even that opening is beautiful. Whether you give birth to a child, whether you marry somebody that you've just met and fallen in love with, and their eyes captivated you, or their smile. And whether it's that chubby little cheeks of a newborn into your family, or grandparents seeing their grandchildren, because the way things have become now, people have moved abroad, they're interacting with different countries and settling away from home so much now. It's left the grandparents on their own, and there's no extended families. So when they get to meet their loved ones, that particular, for whatever personal reason it is, the first time I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, is very true as to what happens when you see somebody's face for the first time that you just adore. The second verse, the first time I ever kissed your mouth, I felt the earth moved in my hands, like the trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my command, my love. So it's almost a dedication to the first time that you felt real love. We can kiss, what's the old saying, kiss many frogs before you kiss that prince or kiss that princess, or kiss both. In today's world, I have to say, be politically correct. So I'm trying to be. So there you go. You know, when you first kiss, you can be in a relationship, another relationship, and then find another relationship. Oh, I've got tingles. Or the first time you kiss somebody, wow, I felt something. And you feel trembling, your heart flutters, and that's what that's about. And we've all been there. And it talks about a captive bird, the bird that sings the praises of the loved one that they've just kissed, and walk away with wonderful, happy memories of that kiss. And that lives with you forever. And it's a terrible thing to say. We do compare our first love, our first kiss, that feeling, with every other relationship that comes after. We're terrible as humans, we really are. And then it says, the first time I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our joy would fill the earth. At last, at last, at last, in the end of time, the first time I saw your face, your face, your face. Isn't it wonderful when you're in love with somebody to wake up to the person you're in love with, and if you wake up first seeing them sleeping and looking at their sleepy face, that you're lying next to somebody and sharing that intimacy, whether sexual or not, I won't prejudge, but that relationship with somebody that you just love. There's no better feeling. And the face and the face and the face, so they're the memories you walk around with every day. And you're supposed to. If you're deeply in love, you always think of your loved one. You think of how they smile, or in my case, how they roll their eyes when I talk. Imagine. But that is life. And that are the verses of the song. And it can mean many things to many people. It's short and sweet, but it's wonderfully intimate. It's wonderfully personal. And I dedicate it to everybody that's expecting a newborn, or grandparents that's going to celebrate Christmas after 2 years of a deadlock will finally get to see those newborns if they haven't seen them before, or the grandchildren after a long time. And it'll be like the first time I saw your face. And I hope it's a good time for everybody. I wish you peace, love, and happiness. Always. Stay positive, stay healthy, mentally and physically. And remember, we're all here for a reason. There's a lot of us that are feeling, a lot of young people I'm hearing, that are committing suicide and feeling this world is too pressurized for them. I was very upset when I heard that. I didn't realize so much travesty had hit young people. I thought they were so strong and robust, and they had social media, and I've been proven wrong. There's been almost too much pressure for them to live up to, and they look at their friends who are pretty with their boyfriends, and maybe they're feeling lonely. It hits us in different ways, but I hope for 2022 young people learn they're here for a reason. The world starts to heal, and we can come together and move on and make it a better place for everybody. We all deserve to have a life where a piece of this earth is ours, and we come to our natural time, we leave it. Take care for now. Thanks for listening, and happy Christmas to you all.